Hi, Kelly. Welcome to BizTalk. That's my great pleasure having you with me today. How are you?
Thank you. It's a great pleasure to be here also. I'm good. The weather is still good in Finland, so all good. So how are you?
All good. Hope I can come in Finland in a couple of months. So yes, all good, all good. Thank you so much. So let's start talking about a little bit of yourself, background, who you are, what you've done so far, and why you decided to move to this venture.
Yes. So my whole name is Kalle Koivunen, and my background is actually in construction business. So I was a supervisor for construction business for almost 15 years, and after that, on the side, I started learning how to make ice cream at home. Mostly at the evenings when I got out of work, I started doing ice cream and just experimenting everything. And then at one point it just grew up, and then then we started to make it more professional, selling to few restaurants and all that. So just a minor thing. And at 2019, with my father Tarmo, we founded this company. So Ice Giant was born. But yeah, mostly my background is not on the cooking part, but Tarmo is actually an educated chef, and he has worked in restaurants for many years. Although he moved to construction business also, but he has a background on that side. So yeah, I'm also when I graduated from school, I was majoring construction also. So I did a complete change in the ice cream business.
That's a big jump.
Yeah.
From construction to ice cream, which I love. I'm very happy I've done this jump. It's a very big one. But I do believe ice cream is better than construction for me.
Yeah.
For sure, it's more tasty. And I mean, thank you. Let's talk about Ice Giant.
Yeah. So 2019 we started going to festivals, and we made the first batches of ice cream. We made it to summer festivals like rock festivals, pop, and all that sort of. We thought we would start in a small scale, just 1 or 2 festivals per weekend, and we started out our sales. The summer on the weather was not so good, but we still made good sales. And when there was for example, one festival that had 5,000 people in it, and we sold over 3,000 ice creams, because well, everyone loves ice cream. So our ice cream has alcohol in it, so from 4.7% to 5.4%. So it's perfect for a summer festival when it's hot. But then we got asked if we can produce also to retail, and we started thinking about it, and at the beginning of 2020, the situation changed quite dramatically. So all the festivals were cancelled. So we had nowhere else to go than retail and restaurants and on that side. So 2020 was a bit bad for us, because well we had to make all the new designs on the cups and all that, and make it fast. So this year we started making better sales on retail. We got our sales team going, so we made about 300 customers in 2 months. Also we started negotiation about exports in Russia, and over there we have almost everything ready. So there's importer ready. Our products are certified to be sold there, and yeah, so that's basically it. So now we're mostly going to retail and restaurants and exports, but the export part is just starting.
How do you manage from festival, to where you sell few people to go retail, which is pretty much pure business?
Yeah. So obviously we had to do something from our small scale festival business to bigger scale like retail sale business. We actually rented ice cream machines, so we can make we rented a spot where a factory where we can make it, and we rented for 3 days, always 3 days, and about once in 2 months. So we got our big warehouse that we put our ice creams in. So, and from there we got pretty good transportation behind us. So actually my brother is like this. He manages all the transports in one big company, so he helps us also.
So where do you produce ice cream? In Finland?
Yes, we have well, actually now we have 3 spots where we produce it. So for the Russian markets, for the export markets, we're going to produce it in Latvia, because it's easier. All the transports from Finland to Russia almost halted completely when COVID hit. So we had to come up with another spot to make our ice cream. So there's a company in Latvia that we have a deal with. So they also sell to Russia. So we can produce it there and transport it to Russia. And then we have also, because we're starting sales in Estonia as well, and we have a small spot in Estonia, but that's just for the small scale. And then in Finland, just close where our warehouse is, there's a company where we can rent their machines and do our ice cream.
Thank you. May I ask why Russia?
Well, because it was close. That was one point, but also Russian ice cream market is growing rapidly, so there's a big need for new players in that market. They have grown in sales quite a lot in last 5 years, and then we also had contacts there, and we could do our market research quite easily. So we got a ready market research for the customers and all the retail shops, chains that sell ice cream there. So we had ready contacts, so it was easiest place to go.
I mean, you are ice maker. So what's the difference, in your opinion, selling ice cream in North Europe, Russia, predominantly very cold countries, and selling ice cream in Italy, Spain, where probably is a hot place compared to Russia, for sure.
Yeah. Finland is our first place of because our origin. So we're Finland based, so it's easiest to start here. And but the one big reason is they eat a lot more ice cream per person in northern parts of Europe than in southern parts, which is actually sounds funny, but it's true.
That is surprising. Is it real? I didn't know
Yes.
that.
Finland is actually one of the most leading countries by ice cream eaters in the world. So we eat a lot of ice cream. We eat in Finland. We eat ice creams also into winter, so that from 1 liter packages, the sales go down only 12% in winter time. So the drop isn't that big. Of course, the individual ice creams, like those ones in cones, and those are going down in winter, but the main ice cream market is not going down that much. And we have also thought about going to the southern parts, for, like you mentioned, Spain. Spain is a good place, but that needs either renting places from closer to Spain, or then having a good transport company, or to take our ice creams there. So it's a little bit of course, it's extra work, and which we are prepared to do, because we are mainly trying to go all over the world. And the warm places would be, well, there could be all around the year sales. So you get a point in that, and we have thought about it, but for now, for us, it's our location has been the issue.
So, I mean, you are focused more on cold countries, okay? Now, may I ask you, I had no idea how to make ice cream. I love it, but I never made one. And what exactly is the winning part of making an ice cream? I mean, there's so many ice cream makers, right? Worldwide.
Yes.
But there are some ice very good, some are not good at all. And how do you think you can compete with all these chains? Because now it's not just one, there are many.
Yeah. There has been actually quite many new players in Finland as well. But of course, the alcohol makes a little bit difference on it, but we still consider it as when we make ice cream, we need it to be good. The alcohol should not be the point of it, but the taste. But we have managed to do the taste so that we have received very high appraisals for our taste, because we use mainly fresh ingredients. We use fresh milk, fresh cream, and the thing is, we use cream. A lot of big players, they use powders and egg powders, milk powders. They forget the cream out of it, only, and that actually makes them. If you buy a cheap packet of ice cream, it's usually more like plastic, like this plastic type of ice cream. But we make gelato ice cream. In Finland, it's a pretty new concept, the gelato ice cream. There has been some, but they have been always these small cafes or these. So there has not been this kind of like really fresh gelato ice cream here in Finland. So that what makes us differ from the other players. And for now, well, all our, well, of course, 100%, but most people that has appraised our ice cream are just loving the flavor and loving the taste, how and the texture, how it melts in your mouth. So that has been our advantage.
Again, I had no idea how to make it, but when it comes to alcohol, and what is in my view, ice cream, for example, big consumer, of ice cream is child. Okay, very young.
Yeah.
5, 6, 7,
Yeah.
8. I mean, I've been eating ice cream since I was born. Probably I was 2 already, and I love it. I still eat a lot of ice cream. But when it comes to kids, I mean, how do you manage alcohol?
In Finland, we use these because the alcohol laws are pretty strict in Finland. So in the shops where we sell it, there's a label, a big label like this sticker on the freezer that says it's illegal to eat if you're under 18, and also you can if you try to buy it and you're underage. They got when they scan it, the barcode here in Finland, their program automatically asks them to ask ID.
Okay.
So well, not impossible to sell to minors, but obviously it's pretty hard to, because you can't buy it if you're under 18 if you don't have an ID.
So what about if someone wants to buy your ice cream under 18? They can't now because there is alcohol inside.
Yeah.
How are you going to get into this market? Because there's a series of big market from 3, 4 to 18. That's massive. You're going to
Yeah.
be a big part of the market. How do you manage this?
Well, we are going to we have also recipes for like this normal ice cream, so without an alcohol as well. But currently in Finland, the place that we manufacture it, we have in our agreement is that when we do our ice cream there, we can't do without alcohol, because we would be straight competition for the company who owns the factory. Okay. So we do have a place where our warehouse is. It is possible to change it as a factory. So we got the spot there, and we're slowly converting it to be suitable for an ice cream factory, and that will make things easier. So we can do different kind of taste flavors and also ice cream without alcohol. So we're going to that market as well.
So for you need to have your factory in order to change your model from alcohol to both.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. I mean, in terms of expansion and scaling your business from Finland to Russia, from Russia, I suppose, to everywhere in Europe and maybe even outside the European countries, how do you manage it? What's your plan in terms of going so big?
Yeah, we have actually got some attention from this government funded program called Business Finland. They're all over the world and making Finnish businesses known to other parts of the world. So now we have been contacted from USA, India. Actually, latest was Vietnam, and also Switzerland. If we want to try expansion there, but obviously that we make this slowly, because every time we go to a different market, it requires money, of course, and so but we have good contacts. Like I have been for myself, I have been working outside of Finland as well. I've been working in other parts of Europe. I've worked in Australia, so I have pretty good a sight of the markets in different countries, and then we use also these Business Finland consults, or they're usually in the package. You can get a lot of help from them, and then we're also gonna hire one other person to run these exports with me.
I mean, for what is my understanding, for what I can see from ice cream chain, branding and flavor are the most important things, right? So now,
yes,
when it comes to flavor, I think your winning now is use alcohol, right? And probably I don't know how many ice maker use alcohol. And see, I mean, this is my first time. I know, I'm very happy to know that you're making something like I can call ice cream from adults, right? Not for kids.
Yeah.
But anyway, alcohol, I think it will change. It changed the flavor, and this is why, maybe I didn't try, but I'm sure your ice cream is very good. Now, when you move to kids, probably you can't use alcohol anymore, and so you need to change your value proposition. And how do you do this?
So how we change from this taste, or do you mean how we
change?
How we change between? So so the process is I do very much like experimenting with all the different tastes. And well, obviously there's every week there's new flavors, and and yeah, you're correct on that one. So the flavor changes when there's no alcohol. So when there's alcohol, our flavors mostly comes from the alcohol that we use. And there can be some added ingredients as well, so to make the it more effective, the taste. But yeah, yeah. For the last 5 or 6 months, I have been experimenting with the flavors that is almost the same than that we use in the alcohol ice creams, so we can keep up with the with our flavor, and I have experimented with new sugars that can make it more the texture similar to the one that we have alcohol in it. So obviously the branding is gonna need to be good. So there we have to come up with a whole new brand to different us from those two products. They can't be anywhere similar to each other. So yeah, you're correct on the branding as well. So
I mean, are you going to franchise your business?
Possibly. We have there has been few talks about selling licenses to other factories of our ice cream. We talked about the possibility for example with a company in India. Okay. So it would be easier to manage our company with doing a franchise or selling our.
You use alcohol, okay? And alcohol is in ice cream, I see it works very well in cold countries. It's going to be the same when you move, if you move to south of Europe, or even, I don't know, Latin America, which is probably in Latin America is always quite good temperature. Is going to change flavor with 30, 40 degrees?
Well, we have not done so much market research in those countries, only in Spain. So because there's some contacts in Spain, I have just asked how they consume their ice creams and how they consume their alcohol. So it could this product could work like in tourist places if they grow up from tourist places. So many countries are if they eat ice cream, it's like the delicacy or which they it's very different than we do in Finland. We can eat ice cream just because it's ice cream, but in many warm countries it's a delicacy for after lunch or like a dessert.
Yeah, it's very different.
But yeah. So there comes the branding, because this is a good dessert. This is a good one to take after lunch. Yeah. So yeah, there comes branding. I'm sure it can be put in the people's minds that it can be a delicacy dessert. But yeah, it changes a lot when you move from north to south.
I don't want to be controversial. I'm not going to be, but we know some religions that don't drink alcohol, right?
Yes.
How do you go there? I mean, you can find, for example, Muslim everywhere in the world. You have in Finland, you have everywhere. So your ice cream can be simply eaten by them.
Yeah. So if you go to Muslim countries, there comes again the non-alcohol version has to be made to those countries, because our first priority is not the for example, there are great places to sell ice cream, or Dubai and those countries which are their market is going up really fast. So, but yeah, mostly we need to go there with non-alcoholic version.
Yeah, as we had non-alcoholic beer, non-alcoholic wine,
yeah,
we can have pretty much non-alcoholic ice cream.
yeah. The funny part is that they now made in Finland, they made non-alcoholic vodka and non-alcoholic gin.
Really?
I don't understand why, but but they made it.
I mean, gin is with ice cream probably what I use the most. And of course, I don't drink gin every day, but I do like it. And I mean, just thinking about non-alcoholic gin make me shaking. Anyway, it's okay. I mean, you have a huge market, and I think turning your business model from alcoholic to non-alcoholic really open doors everywhere for kids from Muslims country and so on. Now, let me finish with this one. Are you raising funds for expanding your business? Are you looking for equity? Are you looking for debt? What are you looking for?
Well, mainly we were looking for like a business angel or similar, where we can find maybe contacts to other parts of the world, so make it easier to transfer us from Finland to other parts of the world, and also we're selling part of our company because, well, mainly we need funds to go to exports. It's a time consuming thing, but it's also a money consuming thing. So basically we're looking for faster entry to foreign markets. So that's our goal.
Partnership in other countries outside Finland and
yes,
also money, cash. Do you have an idea how much is your budget for the next couple of years and how much do you need to expand your business?
Oh, well, actually the Russian markets is almost ready. That's gonna be, well, we're gonna invest ourselves in that part, or from the sales that we got. So that part is almost covered. But for example, we counted how much we needed. We have worked with this company in USA. So if we want to expand there, that's gonna take about 50,000 euros, which is not that much if you think about the market size. That covers our the gaining of customers, and well, not the marketing itself. So that takes a bit as well, but all the new designs for the cups, because mainly if you go to USA markets, you have to have different labels because of all the markings you need to have there. That's a problem for these days, and you have to have almost your own cup for every country because of the regulations, what needs to be in the cup. So that's about it for USA markets. But for the European markets, we already have our designs ready, and for the countries that speak well, we have like designs ready. We made ready for 5 to 6 different European countries. We don't have an Italian one yet, but we're gonna do that as well.
Of course.
So yeah, so that's the easy part. But for Europe, the money needed is not so big. It's about from 60 to 80,000 euros.
Okay. Kalle, thank you very much for coming to BizTalk. I mean, I'm very happy because I learned something more about ice cream, and I know now that ice cream can be done with alcohol as well. So
yes,
I
have to say that one. We also have a recipe that we can make over 12% of alcohol in it. So wow. Ice cream with over 12% alcohol. Wow. I've never seen it anywhere in the world, and with that recipe, it took me a long time to get done because it needs to be frozen in normal freezer, and now I got it. So about it was around December that I finally got the right ingredients in it. So now it stays in ice cream form, and you can actually eat it, so it doesn't burn everything when it's going down.
You need to write. You need to write. Please don't drive after my ice cream.
Yes.
Don't take a
Yes.
car, please. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you very much. I hope we can have
Thank you.
Doing the way your business is going, and I hope is moving very fast and very well. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much.